We've got to talk about this because I love clout. I don't know. No, just kidding. We have to talk about this because I keep seeing people say they're not going to play Expedition 33 because it's AI slop. Brother, it's not AI slop. They use some AI. We have to can we have a nuanced conversation? I mean, is that even possible at this point? Do people critically think anymore? This needs to be a nuanced conversation. You can't just say, "Oh, it's AI slop" and dismiss it, because now you're just throwing things away completely. Okay, it's fine. It's AI slop. Okay, are you gonna get rid of your fucking PC? No. I'm asking you, are you gonna get rid of your fucking PC? Because Microsoft has completely integrated AI into everything. Oh, okay, yeah, you'll get rid of your PC. Okay, are you gonna delete the Gmail app off of your phone and the Google Drive app? Are you gonna get rid of everything Google? Literally everything Google. You're never gonna watch YouTube again because they auto AI. You're never gonna Google anything again because it auto AIs. Oh, I can turn that off. Okay, cool. What about when it slips through the cracks? Okay. Now, I hate AI. Okay, don't get me wrong. I hate AI. I hate this shit. But there needs to be a nuanced discussion about this. They are not Call of Duty trying to sell you AI slop for a shit ton of money. They aren't putting together a completely AI game. They're not even, there was one texture, allegedly, left in that was supposed to be placeholder. That is the only thing in this incredible game made by a small ass team that made this game with love. Okay, can we be fucking for real right now? Okay, and I'm not gonna say some shit.
I've been a gamer since I was 4. That was in 2007.
You're so young, dude. Fuck you. Have none of these people ever played Heroes of Might and Magic? I actually don't even know about that. I didn't get into games until I was about 16. Oh, shit, dude. I was pretty early. Last Stand, what's up, bro? But I do hate AI, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm going to say the exact same thing I said when the Larian shit came out. Using generative AI, I don't think is good. I think it's bad. I think companies shouldn't do it. They shouldn't cut corners. They should fight this off as long as possible. As long as possible. But we need to have fucking media literacy here, okay? If my low IQ individual self can recognize that there is a difference between a company completely pushing and forcing forward AI. By the way, speaking of AI shit, oh, you're never gonna fucking play Fortnite again, by the way, considering the fact that Epic Games is pushing super hard for the use of AI, okay? Anyways, we need to have a nuanced discussion about this. Is this lame? Yes. Should you completely write it off? No. And here's the other thing, bro. Here's the other thing. You are putting your targeted attack, you know, whatever. Sorry, that was like an oversell. But you're actively attacking Sandfall Studios, Larian, right? These companies, right? Listen, I think it's fair to like comment on their accounts and be like, hey, please stop using AI. I love your game. But if you're going to target this anywhere, you should be targeting at Google, Microsoft, you know, the fucking McDonald's full AI ad. All these companies that are actively, openly using fully AI creations and using AI constantly. Stop pointing your fucking crosshair at the little guy and go get some of these big fucking corporations. Put your fucking, your money where your mouth is, bro, on this shit. Yeah, I agree you should target it at both, but I think you should target it in different ways. Like, again, Expedition 33. This is a small team. You will actually be able... I mean, look at the way Larian responded. Look at the way Larian responded, bro. Literally after pushback, they're like, holy fuck, okay, here we go. Not that they changed anything, but maybe if you don't go for the fucking throat every time and actually try and have a conversation with these people like they're human beings, because they aren't some big evil corporation, okay? Maybe you talk to these people like human beings, maybe they'll respond better. Maybe they will say like, oh, we're sorry, we didn't realize that this would be such a problem. We didn't realize, we were uneducated. There's a possibility that people just aren't fucking well educated. I didn't know about this shit. I used ChatGPT when it came out. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Every now and then, if I have a really niche question that I know I'm gonna spend 20 to 30 minutes on Google looking for, I'll ask ChatGPT. Okay? Maybe that means that, you know, fucking kill me, dude. But you'll never catch me doing AI, generative AI. You'll never catch me doing that shit. You'll never catch me doing anything remotely creative with AI. And again, there is some good AI to be used in game dev, like the AI that can help mocap artists, not like replace mocap artists, but help in the mocap process. This type of shit is very helpful in game dev and is the future, not generative AI. Okay. There needs to be a nuanced discussion. It can't just be immediately AI slop. Fuck the game. Fuck the company. You can in fact make a change with your fucking voice, dude. Make a change with your voice. But don't just go attack people about it. Don't throw everything into the one boat. This is literally the problem with like politics. It's the problem that these fucking grift fucking content creators do. They throw an entire group of people into one fucking boat, and it's a problem. Yeah, wallets speak louder than voices too. Yeah, listen. If this is a serious...
hope your day is going good other than this rant that I 100% agree with.
Yo, thank you, Last. I appreciate you, Chad. I'll catch up in 1 second. Sorry, I just wanted to finish this train of thought. To be honest with you all, if you're seriously worried about this, don't buy the games. I would still say, I would never, I wouldn't say to pirate anything. But especially if it's AAA, don't pirate anything. Okay, we just have to realize that maybe piracy is becoming a serious topic of discussion, especially when it comes to games that actually have generative AI in them. Train of thought equals crash out? Yeah, pretty much. What's up, Link? How's it going? Here, let me catch up before we get into this. An error slipping into a game that was made by a small indie team? Shocker. Yeah, literally, bro. Like, what the fuck? I think the current climate of the internet is way too black and white. Yes. There is ethical use of AI generated content, and not wanting to support AI use is valid, as the impact on environment is not good. There are ways to use it that are ethical, in my opinion. I don't support it myself, but I do think there's a right way to use it. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah. I also think it's fair to be mad. I think it's so fair to be mad. Like, be like, yo, what the fuck, guys? But again, this is a small team. They listen to their fans. They're very connected to their community. You don't need to fucking treat these people like they're Activision or Microsoft. And I should have said that when I was covering Larian, right? These are smaller teams. Be a little bit fucking nicer to these people, and maybe they'll actually change. Let there be actual criticism instead of just like going for the throat on these people. And I think, again, it's fair. If you don't ever want to play Expedition 33 again because there was some use of AI, I understand, okay? To a point, I might not agree, like that might not be my viewpoint, considering the fact that there wasn't intentionally any generative AI used in the final product, right? I may not agree, but I understand. I also just don't think you should make things so black and white. That is my opinion. You should make things so black and white, and no matter what, even when you're harassing the fucking Activision social media manager, you shouldn't be absolutely hateful and spiteful about it, unless you're making a honest criticism. But just saying, oh, AI slop, AI slop, AI slop, it's not gonna fucking help anything, okay? It's not gonna fucking help anything. Yo, what, J-Way? Oh, here, I got you, man. There you go, dude. Black and white thinking is killing us as a country. Yeah, literally. Yo, what's up, Dr. Raz? How's it going? All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Expedition 33 team freely admitted using AI and just won the most awards ever in Game Awards history. We use some AI, but not much. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Producer of Claire Obscure tells El Payas via video conference, the key is that we were very clear about what we wanted to do and what to invest in. And of course, technology has allowed us to do things that were unthinkable a short time ago, explains Monsieur. Unreal Engine 5's tools and assets have been very important in improving the graphics, gameplay, and cinematics. By the way, I would just like to say, I have never used Unreal Engine 5. But considering the fact that it's owned by Epic Games, and Epic Games is so pro AI, I would imagine it's probably like a lot of Adobe software where they have a fuck ton of AI already in the software. They literally already are like, yeah, here you go, AI. Do you want to do this in AI? Hey, do you want to do this? Hey, we just added AI features. Hey, do you want to use the AI? Hey, do you want to use the AI? So it's like asking fucking, I don't know. Like for me, asking a photographer, hey, have you ever used AI inside of Lightroom to like remove someone? Probably 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, yeah, either intentionally or unintentionally. Not at 3 years yet. Give me a few months. Adios. Yo, Dr. S, sounds good to appreciate you, bro. I won't willingly spend money on a project that uses AI in any capacity, but it's impossible to entirely avoid it. Yeah, I agree on me, especially now. And that's the other thing. Again, I keep saying it. I stood pretty tall on this point with the Larian Studios thing. Yes, this shit is coming. I understand. Eventually, all studios are going to use AI in some way if AI keeps going the way that it is. I hope not. But eventually, and good on the studios not using AI in any capacity, right? That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. But this shit's coming, bro. It's going to be used in some way. Like, we can't just act like, and so many people are using it, and they're not saying that they're using it, okay? Like, I guarantee you, there are companies using AI that will not outwardly say it and will dance around the question. Or will just, admit it and it will go under the radar. I think AI that itself is self-contained in a piece of software is completely different than AI that uses massive data centers. Yes. But it really depends on, like, at least from my understanding of AI, it depends on where the software is pulling it from, right? So, like, Photoshop, that's shit that they're fucking pulling in from their AI. So, like, you're still technically using it and being destructive. At least if I understand correctly. I could be wrong. Also, J-Way, fuck yeah, dude. Also, I would just like to say, this is just my opinion right now. It's subject to change. And again, I don't want to do this just because it's Expedition 33 and it's my favorite game ever. But I'm trying to remain to the points I said with Larian. It's like, there is a nuanced conversation to be had here. One of the few ethical examples, AI examples I have is Y'allbot. Y'allbot is a handcrafted AI used to help give weather updates. The creator refuses to sell the code. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. That's sick. All right, let's see. So then we have Elia responding saying, Expedition 33 director, Julian Brucci, said they are strictly against using creative AI, but you won't see accounts like this share articles like that because it does not suit their agenda. Well, yeah, dude. I know this guy. What is he? Washington Post video games critic, but he also has a fucking blue check mark, and probably anyway, respectfully, I understand, I do the same shit, but any way to garner new followers, if it doesn't hurt him in any way, probably gonna check it out if it's not totally hurtful for him, or will hurt his reputation, right? I get it. But yeah, let's see what they say. A firm no to creative AI. However, at one point, a question unrelated to the game itself was raised: the role of artificial intelligence in video games. This, of course, refers not to the capabilities of computer opponents, but to the use of creative artificial intelligence in game development. This topic really stirs up a lot of emotions. On one hand, we have publishers who openly express interest in generative AI and have even started implementing it in the development process. On the other hand, there are plenty of people, especially developers and players, who are at best skeptical about creative AI and at worst totally against using it in any way. Less extreme options are also less common. Brucci made, I'm just guessing it's Brucci. I could be botching. I'm so sorry. Brucci made it clear the studio doesn't want AI involved in anything creative and it isn't interested in anything made by artificial intelligence. I think we agree that when it comes to anything creative, our answer is essentially no. It's like taking away all the joy of creation. All the joy of creating a game. We love making games. We love creating. Creating is one of the most beautiful things people can do. So when it comes to creation, our answer is a firm no. Nothing in the game will come from AI. We state this clearly. It's a firm no for us. Beyond that, I don't have a formed opinion. Science, responsibility, process, and so on. It doesn't matter to me as long as it works. But when it comes to creative things and things that must come from the heart for us, it means a definite no. And honestly, thinking about it right now, I think this is just very clear that the people that are like, it's AI slop, have never played this game. Because if you play 45 fucking minutes of this game, you will realize that this game is built with so much love. It is so beautiful creatively. And if you listen and pay attention to the writing, you will realize that no AI got anywhere near this thing, okay? It is perfectly human, bro. It is perfectly human. AI slop Roseweather, real as fuck. What's up, Spike? 45 streams, insane. It's your favorite game ever, even over Fallout 4 and New Vegas, bro. Borderlands 1 and 2, come on. Yeah, I'm sorry, twin. I'm sorry. Weather channel refreshes every 15 seconds. Source he uses refreshes every 5 seconds. God sign lookup refreshes every 0.00001 seconds. Rage bait used to be believable. Link. Ami's rage baiting. Ami's a little rage baiter. We love him for it though. My thinking is this: what if an artist trains a model on their own work on their own computer, but discloses their use? Does that change anything? It changes a little, as it's not as damaging to the environment, and they use their own work. Now you can still choose to not support that artist, and that's valid, but doesn't exactly make that particular artist the freaking devil. Yeah. There's a lot of nuanced conversation to be had about this. Yeah, you think the best game ever was Fallout New Vegas? Oh, I'm not saying Expedition 33 is the best game ever, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying Expedition 33 is the best game ever. I would never say that. Because again, once you hit a certain quality level with a game, it then just comes down to personal opinion. But my personal opinion is it's my favorite ever. Yo, what's up, Greenish? My genuine take on this as someone in game dev is that people just don't understand the last part of the quote in Gene's tweet. Brucci specifically references Unreal Engine's toolset. Yeah, this is what I was saying! Unreal Engine's toolset, which allows for plugins that use generation to speed up the process. These tools reference contained assets from their own database to create what you need as placeholders in your game. Ruji being against creative AI tells me that they're not on Gemini or ChatGPT creating assets for placeholders, and they're most likely using UE5s, Unreal Engine 5s for us balling gun gamers in the crowd, tools and third-party plugins to do this, which is what a lot of game devs have been using. There's nuance to this type of AI usage. Because of this, there are also assets available on Marketplace in UE that are generated with AI. Yes, this is exactly what I was saying, bro. I was like, I don't know if this is a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Word, I was like, there's no shot. It's not a personal take, LMAO. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, I think a lot of people, especially who are in like the Expedition 33 is their favorite game all time camp, would say that Baldur's Gate 3 is actually like their greatest game of all time, but their favorite game is Expedition 33. I don't know. I just see that like a lot of crossover from Expedition 33 fans. Loudest people complaining, always the ones who know the least. Yes. Oh my God. So well said. So well said, Coffee. Yes, it's always the loud 1%. I mean, honestly, I shouldn't let this shit bother me as much as it does, but I feel like, you know, I was literally talking about like, yo, it'll, you know, I like to yap, and also it'll like do well content-wise to talk about this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't what happened is Sandfall was handed AI-generated placeholders from UE5 and they somehow made it to the final game by mistake? I think so. I think that's literally what it's saying. I think that's literally like what basically happened. Okay. So this is the alleged AI that slipped through, which, like, you know, looks pretty clearly AI. Right here. It looks like early game. Yeah, it's early game. It's first act. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears as though Clair Obscure Expedition 3 used generative AI for these textures, which again could be the UE5 tool set. And then this person says, it is actually quite hilarious reading all the posts of people just now grappling with the realization that even Expedition 33 used AI and launched with at least one AI placeholder texture. Where the hell were these people 7 months ago when it was first called out? Oh, wait, was this? Did they already get rid of this? Because they said this was months ago. If I'm gonna crash out, no, I already crashed out. And then I have this tweet. If you are discounting everything Expedition 33 did because of a single AI texture that was removed a week after launch, there we go. There's the info I was looking for. You are insane. I hate AI. I hate that it's trying to replace art and voice acting. One JPEG should not change your entire view of a masterpiece. Oh yeah, dude. Hey, motherfuckers, with your fucking crosshair on Expedition 33. They use all real voice actors. Go point your fucking hate at AI raiders, bro. Go point your hate at AI raiders. They use AI voice lines, okay? Go point your hate at fucking Call of Duty if you're gonna point it somewhere. Point it at people who are actually trying to get rid of creative roles, okay? Thank you. Did you know the next Cyberpunk is gonna be made with Unreal Engine 5? They should have kept using the Red Engine. Dude, I agree. I agree. The Red Engine's incredible. I mean, I know using Unreal Engine to make the development process faster, but yeah, all I'm saying is they didn't win 9 awards at the Game Awards and 7 at the Golden Joysticks for being an AI slop game. Yo, thank you, Striden. Thank you. That's actually perfectly said too. Yeah, some game using even some AI assets. Well, I guess, you know, Arc Raiders is outlier. No offense. Me and Kilo are still going to play Arc Raiders and see how it's going. And then I can give some hot takes about the voice lines probably being really bad and that they should actually pay voice actors. But anyways, yeah, a game with even some AI slop is not going to win as many awards. I point mine at all of those. I'm very consistent. You are, Ami. You are. I'm really, like, again, I love Sandfall. And again, I am trying to be, like, fair to them. Like I was Solarian, because I don't have really any bias to Solarian. I don't love, like, I respect the hell out of their studio. I think they're incredible, but I don't have any favoritism to them, right? So I am still trying to fully, like, okay, replace Sandfall with Larian. What would I say here? It's just the fact that, like, it makes me upset that people just keep saying AI slop as, like, Expedition 33, like, was even a small part of it was built with AI. It wasn't built with AI. Placeholders were put in place. They wrote the story themselves. They hired real artists. They hired real actors. They made a mistake. It was probably Unreal Engine 5 assets. Still haven't played Expedition 33. Dude, it's fucking incredible. Yeah. I love it. Larian won't be buying Divinity. Hey, buddy, they got Steam Unpacked, you know? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, chat. So basically, like, this is how it's feeling today to be an Expedition 33 fan.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with. The nigga you be hanging with. Oh, yeah, sex offender. And he was your mans. He was your boy. I heard you grew up with him. That's crazy, man. You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad at all? Like, no guilt, none. Hey, you know they got your man.
This is how it feels to be an Expedition 33 fan today. I have to save this so I never lose it again. Hey, you know they got your mans. Hey, you know they got your mans on sexual assault charges. Hold on. I have another video I'd like to reference about AI slop, by the way. AI haters, when they find out AI generated the entire universe of No Man's Sky. What? What? Minnesota Timberwolves has made the team's official ambassador. Oh, hey, yo. Hold on. I want to go to this post. Dude, just want to say I love Noel Miller so much. Comrade Miller. Wow. Sorry, I just saw that comment. Comrade Miller is crazy. All right.
Able to make music now. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. You need to get really good at an instrument or really good at a piece of production software. I think the majority of people don't enjoy the majority of the time they spend making music. No, that is you. You hate the process. You hate waiting. You are not patient. You just want computers to make everything just happen in front of you. You're like an iPad kid of creativity. You're actually, matter of fact, it's worse than that. You're an iPad kid for the human experience. You don't care about what goes on in between, which is the most valuable part. That's how you get fulfillment. That's how you feel something on the other side when you fucking learn a skill. And even if you're low IQ and it's fucking hard for you to do, that's the point, is that you're dumb and you got somewhere using all of your dumb brain. That's how a lot of us got to where we are. But here you come along in the modern world and you go, I don't think people want to play instruments. I think people just want to be able to make the music. That's why you're awful, man. That's why you're terrible. Listen to this, dude. It's not.
Yeah, I think perfectly said. Perfectly said. I agree so much, dude. And it, like, to be honest with you all, let me keep it a buck here, dude. Before I knew how horrible AI was for the environment, I tried out some of those AI, like, short form video creators. Oh, it's so ass, bro. It made me, like, disgusted, like, at how bad these AI edit clips. It's like literally exactly what he said is it removes all the fulfillment. Part of what makes creativity so good is working so hard to learn the skill and, you know, get close to mastering or mastering it or whatever, and then seeing the work and looking at your work from like around the time you started, or even like for me editing like short form content. You know, I edit a lot of like other videos for my freelance business, but for me specifically recently, looking at my short form content from like when I started posting a few months ago consistently to now, it was like, holy shit, it's fucking night and day. And I'm proud of that. But yeah. What? J-Way, thank you for the lurk. But without volume lurking, love you. Yo, love you too, King. Procedural generation is different. That generative AI, bad take. I think he was just joshing, homie. I think Spike was just joshing. But it's still AI generated by definition. See, I would have to look into this more. Bro, to know. Procedural generation. Here, let me look this up so Google AI can tell me about it. Hold on, let me look this up right now. Skippy, what's going on, twin? Generative AI. Procedural generation uses predefined rules and algorithms to create content, maps, levels, offering control and consistently but less novelty. Generative AI uses deep learning or vast data sets to produce highly varied novel content, images, text, music, by learning patterns, excelling in creativity, and needing more control. Yeah, of course they're gonna say that. Yo, what's up, Jack? How's it going, bro? Yeah. I was just looking to see if there's like anything. Oh, how does procedural generation work? Here we go.
And procedural generation. You'll find that random generation and procedural generation are often used interchangeably. But for our purposes, we'll go with the definitions defined by Gamma Sutra. We have randomly generated games where the content is built from predefined elements.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they use... I'm wondering if at all it's similar to regular AI. You just gotta fuck him harder? What the hell? What the hell? I only use AI to make memes. Yeah, hey, guys, Charlie Kirk is an ethical AI user, okay? He only uses it to put Charlie Kirk's face on mine, okay? That's ethical. It's for the greater good, okay? Jeez. Gee whiz. Sorry, Charlie Perk. They don't understand you like I do, King. Oh, I meant to pop a Zin before we got into that. Nick Fuentes on your face? Oh, that too, man. That too, dude. All right. Wait, I didn't even look at how long this fucking article is here. Wait, we'll save the fun one for last. Okay, chat, check the... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Pretend I didn't even open this up yet. Pretend like I didn't even open that up yet, chat. Okay? Also, you know what I've realized while editing my videos a lot, chat? I repeat myself. I would say the same thing twice. Now, I don't know if that has to do with me being a low IQ individual or feeling like you guys are low IQ individuals. I don't think you guys are low IQ individuals. Maybe I'm just imagining what short form commenters are going to say. And I have to be like, okay, I have to say this again so they fucking understand it. Sorry, not short form enjoyers. YouTube shorts enjoyers. Excuse me. You do remixes live? Yes, sir. The only generative AI I use is chatbots, and that's just to keep myself entertained. I have the highest IQ of anyone alive. Yeah, dude. Here, Ami gets it, dude. I'm not even gonna say anything to that. Yeah, hey. I was gonna say, hey, Ami, listen, put the little baby on and lock in on that wheat farm you got, okay? In fucking Kashura or whatever fucking land RuneScape's in. Procedural generation and AI generation aren't the same. Procedural generation follows human written rules and randomness to create content like game maps or loot tables. AI generation learns patterns from data and creates content by prediction like text, art, or music. One is rule-based and predictable. The other is learned and adaptive. Many modern systems combine both for better results. Oh, okay. You know, we could even have a more nuanced discussion about AI, right? And start to really, you know, cross-reference these people's moral compass, right? Because to be honest with you, like, let me just keep it a buck 100% about this. If you are calling out AI in any way, but aren't worried about what is going on in Palestine, congratulations, buddy. You are not morally consistent. Okay? If you are worried about AI consumption and you aren't at least somewhat worried about recycling, congratulations, buddy. You're morally inconsistent. I don't know. That's just something I really thought about because, like, I understand it's like, you know, a very hot topic right now, and I am all for. Okay, don't get me wrong. This is not me, and tonight I did not want to defend like the concept of AI in any way, right? But we should also try and somewhat keep our minds open to other things that are also very, very important to acknowledge and try and make better in the world, you know? I'm apologizing right now if I go poof. We got a squall line coming, and it looks nasty. Appreciate you in advance. Yo, Link, I appreciate you, homie. Wait, am I stupid? What's a squall line? When I'm told to look things up, I take it seriously. W. That's a W, because if Ami said that to another chatter, they would probably be sad. They would probably be sad the way Ami said it. Guideliner. W for educating yourself. Yeah. Real. No, that's a W, chat. And honestly, I feel like we have a lot of chatters that don't take themselves too seriously, which I really appreciate. And I understand there's a lot of people that are still like trying to learn that skill and stuff, and you know, that type of thing, and take themselves very seriously. And I'm very guilty of it a lot of times. I used to be like, oh, nah, dude. Nah, dude, I never take a joke too seriously, but that was cap, you know? Real motherfucker had to resub on the spot. Yo, straight in. Dab me the fuck up, bro. Dab me the fuck up. Thank you so much, dude. I feel like the internet lives in a bubble where you cannot do anything wrong and have to be absolutely pure to be considered a good person. Yeah, dude. That's like, I talk about this all the time. Andrew from Channel 5, right? He fucked up horribly. He did a bad thing. He, allegedly, like, sexually assaulted a girl. He apologized multiple times. He apologized in public. He went into rehab. He got better. He came back. He said, I was a bad person. I was a bad human being. I took time away. I'm very sorry. There's a power imbalance, and I had things twisted on the way that I thought how, one night stands work and the way that you pursue a woman, and I'm very sorry. Now, I feel like the overall audience accepts that and says, hey, dude, you did a fucked up thing. That was fucked up. Maybe some people don't forgive and forget that, but they acknowledge that he's trying to do better. There's also a big portion of the internet that still fucking hate him and will not let him grow. And it might be just for me, and maybe I have a blind spot here because I am a white male, right? But I think if somebody does something like that and then apologizes and says, I'm very sorry, and tries to genuinely improve themselves and takes accountability for what they've done, I think that's a perfect example of rehabilitation. And like, if you are like, a lot of these people are leftists that are very anti Andrew from Channel 5. If you're pro rehabilitation, you should use that as a shining case of somebody who rehabilitated from their bad ways. It's not like Mizkif, okay? I didn't get this situation, but if you can essay someone, I don't think I could forgive them. Yeah, well, it's not like, let me make it very clear. It wasn't like a aggressive SA situation. It was like they were making out and he like tried to progress things without explicitly asking permission with a girl. But I totally understand that too, dude. I totally understand being like, no, I will never fuck with him again. But I think going out of your way to constantly, especially if you're like, I am pro rehabilitation, constantly going out of your way to like harass someone in real life, I don't think is the way to handle things either. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys get the nuanced ideas that I have here? Or conversation I'm having here? Or you guys can tell me I'm tripping, by the way. Is TikTok not on because my Twitch is bugging for real? It's not on yet. I'll put it on when we go into game. I just like him for different reasons. That's fair. I am flexible when it comes to finding things out. It's important to know how to adjust your knowledge when you learn new things. I'm far from perfect, but I'll be damned if I don't learn from my mistakes. No, that's real as fuck. Not to brag, but I'm top 20 viewer right now. Hey, Jack, you real like that. I feel like, okay, I read that. That's what, okay, cool. But yeah, dude. Based on what I know now, if he didn't continuously try to force this on, then it's not that bad. Okay, word. You guys, by the way, chat, if I ever bring up a point and I am tripping, please tell me I'm tripping, okay? If I'm ever like, yeah, this fucking thing, yada, 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 tell me I'm tripping. His coverage of the Arkansas Nazi community was funny, though. Yeah, dude.
To
Skippy.
respond to your question, a squall line is a line of severe weather that can produce tornadoes and other
dude.
severe weather.
Oh, dude, Link.
It also can be a cold front.
Link, be careful. Appreciate you, twin. Stay careful out there. But yeah, if I remember tripping, tell me, dude. Tell me. But yeah, Skippy, I would love to like ask you sometime in call so you can tell me why instead of having to like type up a paragraph on why you don't like Andrew, in case I, like I said, have a blind spot to something that he's doing. Because I'm always like, Andrew, Channel 5 based. Andrew, Channel 5 based, bruh. That is valid, but they still should be given room to grow. Yeah. I'd tell you if you were tripping. Yeah, Ami, that is one thing, dude. You will always, one of the reasons why I love and appreciate you, twin, is you will always tell me if I'm fucking tripping. You will always keep it a buck. If you think I'm tripping, you'll keep it a buck. Sorry, dude, let me wipe these off. So I don't dislike him. Like, I hate him. Wait, like I hate him for anything? Wait, you mean you don't hate him for anything? I just don't like the degrees of bias presented in his journalism. Ooh, see, now that's why I would want to talk to you and call, because I feel like so many people on the right and left always say how he's not biased. And then he's like, no, I am like a little, like I am somewhat biased to the left because I am a left-leaning person. But then like motherfuckers on the podcasts are like, you're so unbiased, dude. And he's like, no, I am a little biased. Like, no one's unbiased completely. My friend was tripping today. He said that my friend had no right to complain that he was cheated on because he was the side piece without knowing. That's crazy work. If it's just really bad, it takes a lot out of a person to do that. I don't really think they deserve room to grow if it's horrible. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If it's absolutely horrible, I think like the Ludwig take of like, hey, you need to get the fuck away from where you are, and like you don't deserve to die straight up, but you do need to you do need to get the fuck away anywhere near the people that you hurt and like fuck out of here. I'm a woman and a mother of a daughter, so SA is a difficult topic even for me to forget and forgive, but I 100% believe in rehabilitation, even if I wouldn't go near anyone like this anymore. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like he should clarify it, or at least clarify it more, though, but that's just me. No, that's valid, dude. Yeah, all journalism is biased. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, it's, you are going to be biased by your experiences as a human being. And then also there are, you know, especially right now in the climate, there is a lot of bad actors when it comes to journalism. So what are we talking about? We're kind of just getting off on all sorts of different tangents right now, Jack. But we chilling, dude. We were just talking about Andrew from Channel 5. No, in coffee, that is a beautiful viewpoint. And I think my point is like, even if you can never forgive this guy, at least, hold on, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. It's so valid to never forgive him, but it should at least be acknowledged that he is trying his best after making a mistake that he in the moment didn't realize was a problematic thing, to then take time to educate himself and publicly admit that he was in the wrong and he did misuse his power dynamic. I think that's exactly how I feel about it, actually. After gathering my thoughts, dude. I'm just getting snippets of this. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Jack, don't worry. I'm going to cover these articles really quickly, and then I'm going to go live on TikTok if you got to switch over there so it stops tweaking. Otherwise, I think his content is fun to watch. Yeah, dude. I think that's the thing, especially like if you go into it and you realize that it's at least a little bit biased, it is very entertaining. If I knew who he was, I don't think I would punch him in the face or anything if I saw him on the street, but I wouldn't be friends with that guy. No, that's so valid. No, I think that's 100% valid. Like being like, yeah, I will never like watch this guy again, but I'm not going to go out of my way to attack him type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it was my bungus cybersecurity that's built into the router messing up my Wi-Fi. I wonder if that's what Breeze Line's doing to me. I wonder if they're fucking me. All right, let me pop this in and get into this fucking article so then we can get into the games for tonight. Everyone is allowed to accept an apology, and it's not your choice what other people choose. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Perfectly said. Yeah, and that's kind of like yeah, that's a really good like stance on that shit. Which, yeah, you know, I have to play like devil's advocate to myself. I have no room to tell people what to think, but I do think it's lame when people are like, oh yeah, we should like rehabilitate like a murderer in our society. And then a dude's like, oh yeah, I totally messed up. Like I fucked up. I went to rehab. Like I didn't even realize it was wrong. I'm so sorry. And then they're like, you need to die. And it's like, well, dude. And they might just be overplaying it on like comment sections and shit, but it's like, dude. And you know, going out of their way to harass the dude. It's like, okay, bro. We need moral consistency here, okay? Like, having two completely extreme different views about rehabilitation, you need to, like, really sit down and think. And if you want to, like, stay morally consistent in one area, you know what? That's valid, dude. But don't be so far out there. For some people, some things are forgivable. Yeah. Just got a horror movie ad on a very smart monkey, and I'm just like, kill it. That's crazy. But yeah, I think that's why Greenish, for me, it is easy for me to forgive Andrew, right? Because again, I'm a fucking white dude in America. I am very, 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 very less victimized than a woman, right? So it is easy. Like, I will probably never experience what that girl went through, you know? So, yeah. If someone forgave and watched this guy, I wouldn't care. But if someone forgave someone who did horrible SA, I would look at them like they are evil. Yeah, it 100% depends on the severity of the crimes, in my opinion. Yes, because I hated the glass the girl stepped on scene. What? on the fucking monkey thing. Job application. Why are you trying to jump scare me, man? You don't have to like someone, but you don't need to harass them. Exactly. Yeah, perfectly said. Okay, sorry. Got so side tangent on this, but I hope you guys somewhat enjoy these discussions like I do. I really do very much enjoy these conversations, and I feel like they help me grow and learn as a human being and explore other viewpoints with you guys. Anywho, who's going to pop the dailies in? Yo, hell yeah, twin. Hell yeah. I think that's what's fun about covering like articles and shit instead of react videos, is because then we can like take a pause wherever I want and talk about it, since I'm the one like covering it and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Ami. Northern Spaces. Yeah, no, that's fair, Karis. That's fair. Yeah, because it's hard, because like going into something like that, it's like, okay, like, yes, I feel comfortable talking about it, but also like Twitch, it's on a Twitch stream and shit, and like, you know, all of that. So I totally get it. It's nice. I really enjoy them. I really do enjoy these combos. I do too. Hell yeah, twin. Skippy, how are you, Goat, by the way? And have you played more Expedition 33 yet? Might just fall asleep to Chris's voice, Chris's beautiful voice. Damn me up. Sorry, let's get into this. Okay. Actually, let's talk about this one. What do we got going on here? We're gonna have to. Oh, fit check. I got you. Hold on. We got the. Oh, it's the same fit from yesterday. Sorry, dude. My bad, bro. Heart attack man shirt. The khakis that still look like I cummed myself. The white socks. And the fucking Death Tarot card necklace, dude. I've played more E33. How are you liking it? Is it hitting for you, or are you like, it's okay? I can get why people like this. Not for me. SMH refund. I can refund that one. I will at some point. Yo, thank you, Jack. I'm gonna buy Shadow of Mordor now, twin. Dude, W. Oh yeah, Steam sale. I do want to look through that really quickly, dude. I seriously think you've been wearing those pants for 3 to 4 days. Can I be honest with you? I definitely have. It's fun, but like I don't really get the award sweep. But I'm also only like 6 hours in. Okay, word. No, that's valid. Skippy, honestly, I feel like that's valid for you. I feel like that's so valid, like for your, at least from what I understand of your taste in games. That's valid. That's valid as fuck. You're valid for that. One of my last messages on my other account was, I'm gonna go get ready to leave. I'll see you later tonight. How poetic. Hi, Joshy Poo. Welcome back. Also, Dom, what's up, goat? Hey, guys, listen. If I was going in public, I wouldn't wear these. Like, if I wore these in public, I wouldn't wear them that much. I would wear them one day and then wash them. Hi, back. I'm Spike. Sorry, I'll see myself out. Hey, get over here. I'm grabbing you by your cape, pulling you back.